Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And it is interesting to note that depending on where you look for the market share of Windows, where numbers change. So when we look at the market share like we did today, it is globally, it is around the world. And of course, depending on the region, the adoption to Windows 11 is very different. So I actually started looking at a different way of viewing the market share, and it's going to be interesting because we're going to look at it right now. And so we'll look at it for a few countries and two continents. So first of all, in the United States, in May 2025, Windows 11 is more popular than Windows 10. So for those that think Windows 11 is not, gaining attraction, it is. It's at almost 53% this month of May 2025, which is almost 10% more than Windows 10. So in the United States, there are more Windows 11 PCs than Windows 10 PCs. Although the difference isn't that big, it does show that it's actually there. Now, we're talking about how the numbers are weird this month, and they're weird also for Windows 11. You could see it moved from 56.3 to 52.9, which is a steep decline, which is kind of weird to explain. If we look in Canada and the UK, so in Canada, the market share for Windows 11 is 50.6. So it's closer than the United States, but in Canada, there are more people with Windows 11 than Windows 10 now. So in those two countries, it is obvious that Windows 11 has gained attraction. In the UK, if you look at the United Kingdom, 57.1 are on Windows 11, 41 on Windows 10. This is 16% difference, almost. So Windows 11 also more popular in the UK among PC users. So where these numbers, because when we look at the global numbers, why is there such a variation? Well, it comes from here. When we look at Europe in general will have 53.7% on Windows 10, 43.7 on Windows 11. So Windows 10, if you take all the European countries together, is actually more popular than Windows 11, which means the United Kingdom is different from a lot of European countries in that adoption. And if we look in Asia, that difference is even more pronounced. In Asia, 59.3% of the countries there, the people in those countries that have PCs, are on Windows 10. And Windows 11 is only at 36 in Asia, which have always been a little behind. Asia is, in the times of Windows XP, Windows 7, they were always behind in versions, in the popularity of the Windows versions. And probably has a lot to do with the economics. Buying a new PC for many people is something that is a major purchase. It's a lot of money. So in Asia, definitely Windows 10 at 60% is dominating for sure. But it is very interesting to see those differences. So 59.3 in Asia, 53.7 in Europe, and that's for Windows 10. But individual countries like the UK, Windows 11 is in Canada and the UK and in the United States, Windows 11 has more market share than Windows 10. So all depends where you are. So that's why the overall world number is different, because you got to take into account, Asia and Europe and even Africa. In some cases, if you look at, I guess there's Africa here somewhere. Europe, Africa is here. So what would it look like in Africa if I open in a new tab? In Africa, Windows 10 is at 58.2%. Windows 11 at 38. It's a 20% difference. So that shows in the global stats when we look at it. But it's definitely interesting to see the differences around the world. But here in North America, Windows 11 has already beaten Windows 10 in the adoption. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.